Being a doctor is tough. We have a ton of information to learn in medical school and residency, and it's not just about memorizing facts. We need to apply this knowledge to real-life situations, making life or death decisions. This is why effective learning strategies are crucial for success in medicine. Traditional methods like cramming and passive reading just don't cut it. We need techniques that promote long-term retention and understanding. That's where spaced repetition and interleaving come in. These methods tap into how our brains naturally learn best. Let's face it, medicine is constantly evolving. New research emerges daily, and we need to keep our knowledge up to date. This continuous learning requires effective study habits that stick with us throughout our careers. By understanding the science behind learning and memory, we can optimize our study time and become better doctors. This isn't just about passing exams, it's about providing the best possible care for our patients. So how can we make our learning more effective? It all starts with understanding how our brains process information. We need to move away from passive learning and embrace active, engaging strategies that promote long-term retention. Our brains are incredible organs, constantly forming new connections and storing information. When we learn something new, it's first encoded in a region called the hippocampus, which acts like a temporary storage space. But for this information to stick, it needs to be transferred to long-term memory. This process, called consolidation, involves strengthening the connections between neurons and moving the information to the neocortex. Think of the hippocampus like a sticky note on your computer. It holds information briefly, but you need to save it to your hard drive, the neocortex, for long-term access. Spaced repetition and interleaving are like hitting the save button. These techniques strengthen the neural pathways associated with the information, making it less likely to fade away. But here's the catch. Our brains don't just passively absorb information. They learn best through active engagement and retrieval. When we actively recall information, we force our brains to work harder, strengthening those neural connections. Active recall is like doing a mental workout. Instead of passively rereading notes, try testing yourself with flashcards or practice questions. Don't worry about making mistakes. They're actually valuable learning opportunities. When you get something wrong, your brain pays more attention, leading to stronger encoding. Interleaving is another powerful technique. It involves mixing different subjects or topics during study sessions. This may seem counterintuitive, but it forces your brain to retrieve information in a more challenging and meaningful way. Think of it like cross-training for your brain. And then there's spaced repetition, which involves reviewing material at increasing intervals. This helps combat the forgetting curve, ensuring that information stays fresh in your mind. There are great apps that can help you schedule your review sessions. So how can you apply these techniques in your busy schedule? Start by incorporating active recall into your study routine. Use flashcards, do practice questions, or teach concepts to others. Embrace the power of making mistakes. They're stepping stones to learning. Next, experiment with interleaving. Instead of studying one topic for hours, mix it up with other subjects. You can even interleave different types of learning activities like reading, watching videos, and doing practice questions. Finally, make spaced repetition your best friend. Use a spaced repetition app or create your own schedule for reviewing material. Remember, consistency is key. By incorporating these evidence-based techniques into your study routine, you can unlock your learning potential and become a more confident and competent physician.